Welcome back to the channel, guys. We're doing a quick season recap, kind of tournament talk about video. The quals and tournaments are kind of still fresh on our minds. We figured now would be a good time to kind of do this. Should be fun.
And then the top 10. That's the big one.
And the top 10.
The end we'll talk about our top 10 courses
and then
tournaments of the year.
And then and then we're also going to do a Dream 18 on Foundation channel.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
definitely check that out, because I think that's gonna be a lot of fun too, to kind of see what holes we pick. But
I think the stipulations here, we got to talk about it real fast.
Yeah.
When we're picking the top tournaments, all right, our top 10.
Yeah.
We are literally just thinking about the courses.
Yeah.
We're not thinking
from all
about
standpoints,
vendors.
yeah.
We're not thinking about.
Spec
We're thinking
tails,
about
we're not
like
talking
how
about
do we
DGN.
feel about showing up
Yeah.
and playing those courses.
Honestly, screw everybody else, man. Honestly.
Well, it'll be interesting too. Like I think I'm gonna see if Trevor and Hunter want to do a top 10 on the spectator side, like what they thought was the best to watch.
That'd be interesting
because it'll be interesting to see how they change.
Yeah.
But we're gonna run through the tournaments. We'll do Elite Series, Silver Series first, then all the Elite Series, and then finish with the majors.
And then finish the top 10.
And then the top 10 will be the best. All right. So the first one is the Open at Belton. Won't be there next year, so this is kind of like a one and done.
So what's that say about the tournament?
Well,
obviously
Silver Series tournaments are all going to be a little bit less, obviously. Right. That's why they're silver. And we're going to call them Silver Events, not Silver Series.
Oh.
Silver Events is the future. Elite Events, Silver Events. They don't want to do Series anymore because it's confusing.
DGPT's changing that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not as confusing because they're all connected.
I wasn't confused before, but
but I think some people think like it's a series, meaning like the points you get at the Silver Series.
Yeah.
You know,
count towards your whole season.
Well, no, maybe count. Yeah, but
it all does tie in.
But they're not two different series. They're all one series.
Yeah.
But they're changing the name.
I like
Open at Belton's good.
I like Belton.
Open at Belton's good.
Obviously, like I'm a little bit biased because
you won there.
Well,
yeah.
I want to see how much biases are in your guys'
There's going to be some biases. It's all biases.
Because I made sure.
Just like know that, because like some of it, you can't rule out all of your biases even if you try to.
But I double checked and I saw
objective.
some tournaments that I ranked pretty highly that I did really bad at.
That's good.
So that made me feel good.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
Well, it's if you do bad at every tournament, it's not that hard.
Well, that's true.
I want to find something.
Well, the tournament I did good at, it's not even on my list. So there you go.
Oh wow.
All right, Music City Open. That one I feel like has a lot of potential as a tournament.
But I feel like we've said that the last 2 years too.
Well, we're going back there.
I will say they did.
Isn't it it's an elite event this year?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know.
Could be.
Oh, maybe they changed.
I think it is.
Though.
Nashville.
Is it?
I will say I do like that they cut out the one quals that we played last year. Mm-hmm. So it's a really good move on them to cut that one out and just play the Mill Ridge quals.
It's a good tournament, though.
It feels like a Baby Jonesboro.
Yes, it's a property by itself.
Yeah.
It's a good, solid tournament.
That's always nice. If it's just a disc golf quals, I like that.
Anything to say about Open at Tallahassee? I know both of us didn't go, so
I think that proves. I don't know.
Well, no, I mean it was just the scheduling wasn't there, so nothing to say about that. Santa Cruz Masters Cup as a tournament, honestly, kind of fun to play. I mean, the crowds out there were fun.
Yeah.
A lot of people obviously very passionate about that tournament, about that course. The course leaves a lot to be desired.
Well,
we grew out of it.
The disc golf course I think is really fun to play in practice. I think it's fun shots to hit. For tournament course, I don't love it. I think the golf course was actually
it's also called?
Course.
On the caddy book, it was literally just called golf course.
Nice.
That's kind of a big move, right though.
It might have been De La Viega golf course, but I'm not sure.
Oh.
Yeah,
but the golf course, I don't know if I was.
Yeah,
it wasn't bad, but there wasn't really anything special about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The disc golf course is just not a pro level course.
No.
It's a good course for.
It is tough. I mean,
it's fun to play.
It's
a lot of fun to play.
Yeah.
It's just as far as like scoring separation and like making sure. I don't know. You're just gonna get certain people to play really well there, and it doesn't really show a lot of aspects of disc golf.
Yeah.
It literally just shows putting, scrambling, and like shots inside of 300 feet.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And
which is like you have to have those skills, but
sure, but
there's
you
more
can,
to it.
you can have it. You have it on different courses. Beaver State Fling. This one, I believe this one. Obviously, the weather this year wasn't great.
Yep.
But this one was close to the hype that I was hearing from it going there.
Oh, really?
Now, yeah. I mean, I think as far as it just being like beautiful.
Yeah,
Does that make sense? Like,
I think the beauty of it is almost unmatched.
It feels like you're in a national park. You might be.
You think you're in a state?
Is it state park?
Yeah.
It's close.
Almost as good.
Maybe it'll be a national
Maybe
park
one day.
next year.
Maybe
Yeah.
I think
The only thing here's
Yeah.
the only thing. The only thing I think that's holding it back is the two different courses.
Yeah.
Very hard for me to distinguish.
Oh, I
between
could not
the two.
remember the holes.
No.
No.
So I think
That's another one with a lot of potential. I think if they made like one Super 18, they could make a sick quals. But I think right now
They're too far
the-
apart.
They do
Too,
that
right?
sometimes, don't they?
I don't
No,
know.
I think they're
I've
too far
some
apart.
thoughts.
I think the
they're
courses are
close.
too far apart.
I think something could be done. I think individually the qualses don't place like super well. They'll solid for sure. The beauty of the quals is insane. I think that's like why people like the quals so much.
And then the crowds up there,
Yeah.
incredible. Great disc golf scene up there.
And it's good weather. Like getting rained on.
I don't think we have anything to say about the Sula Open. It will be an
yeah.
Elite Series event next year.
Yeah.
Neither
elite
one
event.
Event. Gosh, that's gonna take a while.
You're the first one to
It
mess
will
up.
be an elite event next year, but yeah, we didn't go. Mid America, did you go? Harmony
no,
Bends.
I did not, but I did not. But Harmony Bends is fantastic. That's all we
You have
say.
played, okay. And then the last one we have is Butler County. You were there, didn't play.
I definitely enjoyed not playing.
Okay,
Course has potential, but way too many trees in the fairway.
fair enough.
And too many
many
slopey baskets. Yeah, Jude got stung a bit.
Too many power lines.
You know what?
that was wild.
The Silver Series.
Dude, there
Yeah.
was a hole, or two holes that would like float along power lines.
Uh-huh.
And you would literally feel like get shocked just walking underneath it. You'd like
Ooh.
feel like a little like
Yeah, you
tingle.
feel-
Kelsey's into that like conspiracy theory. Like we drove by some
No,
some
it's
power
real.
lines
It was
one
real.
time,
It
and
was
she would
real.
always hear, and it would go away. I don't know. I don't know
she
how I
knows.
feel on it. All right, we're gonna change things up a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna list off the courses that are left
Okay.
because I think a lot of these are going to obviously be in our top 10.
Okay.
And I think what we can do, instead of going through each tournament, I think what we should do is start with our top 10s. And if any are left off that we feel like maybe should have been not on. You see what I'm saying?
Should have been on.
Like,
don't know.
we can obviously disagree with each other, but
Well,
we
I think
can.
that's a given.
That's obviously going to happen.
I hope so.
But then we can kind of look back and see like what courses didn't make it. Instead of
Oh.
us going through every tournament,
That might take too long or something.
because the Silver Series, we already agreed none of the Silver Series. Well, maybe actually.
No.
Yeah, I don't think any of the Silver Series are going to make the top 10.
No.
That's why they're Silver Series. But I'll just make a quick list. You got Las Vegas Challenge
Oh.
with 3 courses. Factory, Infinite, and Innova.
Yeah.
Waco, because what we're going to do for the top
Yeah.
10 is we're going to break it up into course. So you're not going to say the Ledgestone Open.
Yeah.
You would say Northwood Black or Eureka
Yeah.
as the number whatever.
Yeah.
Waco's got the Beast, Texas State Disc Golf Championships, the Thorn, Jonesboro Open, a Disc Side of Heaven. DDO had Supreme 18 and Emporia Country Club. OTB Open was Swinson Park. Portland Open was Blue Lake and Glendoveer this year. Preserve Championship was Black Bear. Idlewild is Idlewild. Deglow Toboggan. Ledgestone had Northwood Black and Eureka Lake. Des Moines Challenge Pickard Park. Green Mountain Championship Brewster and Fox Run. MVP Open Maple Hill. And then the majors this year were Champions Cup at WR Jackson. European Open at Nokia Disc Golf Park. World Championships at Supreme 18 Emporia Country Club. USDGC at Winthrop. Thrupp.
Nice.
And the Tour Championship at Nevin. So there you have it. Those are
Well
all
done.
the courses that we will be deciding. Let's have you guys go first with your number 10. Let's have you guys go first. I think my number 10.
That's my chance. You can go for
You want me to go first?
You can start off. You can start off.
Oh, you guys are separate.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. That's great.
Glendoveer.
Let's go.
Number 10?
Number 10. Glendoveer.
suck it, Ezzy.
Glendoveer.
I'm changing my list.
Talk about it.
I actually thought that course was kind of overrated.
Yeah,
but-
I was when you said Glendoveer was on number 10, I was shocked because I think this whole season he has underestimated how good.
I just think it was hyped up too much. But then when we did go through for the Dream 18, it's like, man, that was a lot of good holes.
A lot of good holes.
I just think there was too many rollers. Like I
Yes.
like rollers,
No.
but I just think there was like maybe 7 holes where like that was the play, and I think that was just too many.
I feel like there's
Last
so many
year-
holes that you don't have to throw all of.
Here's the thing. Last year I thought was a
And
better
that's fine.
layout. I thought last year was a better layout because there were some holes that you threw roller on,
Yeah.
but that wasn't the this is the
Only-
play.
yeah.
The only people that were throwing rollers on those were like people that had massive rollers and could get a huge advantage. There were, I agree, there were too many holes that's why I think it lowered it for me,
Yeah.
is there was just too many holes where I was like thinking back to it and I was like, everyone was just throwing roller.
Right.
Like roller, that was the play.
See, I feel like
But there was a lot of good holes.
I feel like
and the
Juice
finishing
Paul's-
stretch. The finishing stretch is great.
it's fantastic. Yeah.
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 Check out the
And the
hole
property.
18,
I just think
Dream 18.
like that's the most beautiful
Yeah, that's
place.
Yes, I think that's key
The
too with
trees,
this.
the
Everything's so
golf fairways.
maintained.
It's on a golf course, so
Yeah.
everything looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
We were on the
spectator,
better
if you
side.
wanted to add like spectators into that.
We don't.
I mean, we don't, but
We definitely don't.
We don't. But if you do want to, that's got to be one of the best.
That was
venues.
definitely one of them.
What's your set?
Well-
What's your
Well,
10?
I will say, I think Judah thinks more people threw more rolos because I threw so many rolos.
No.
'Cause I feel like I was so
No.
heavy.
No.
He's just
Sorry.
flies off all of
I threw a lot of rollers, and the people
Yeah,
I
but we
played
have-
with
we
threw a
have
lot
s-
of rollers.
All right.
Yeah.
There was a lot
was-
of rollers. There was
My
so many
number 10
uphill holes that
my-
it's like you just chuck a roller into the hill and roll it
I
out.
don't know why I'm going so hard. All right, my number 10 is Fox Run.
Okay.
Too
Fox.
low.
That is too low.
I think Fox is another course where it's super beautiful and it plays very well, but with the competition, like I'm looking at all the other courses I've got on my list, and it's just like a tiny tick below. I think
Well, I'll talk about it when it's on my top 10, but it's much higher. So I'll talk about it when it gets there.
too many soft. I don't know. It's weird.
It's not.
It's
soft.
like it's not
That's
soft.
the thought.
It
because
seems like it
so
is, but it's
short.
not. Yeah, I know, but it's not.
But
It's
you look at the
difficult.
scores and
There's
it's
a lot of
not
OB.
soft.
There's a lot of OB.
There's a lot of OB. Yeah. No,
And
I
it's
know.
not
I know.
unfair OB.
Found it.
All right, number
It's good.
9.
Oh, what's your number 10? Oh,
Glenview.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 9. Dude.
Jones.
We'll snake this. Oh, you gotta snake it. We gotta snake
What?
it.
Oh, okay.
Your number 9.
My number 9 is
snakes.
Toboggan.
Snake draft.
Oh, that is way too low.
My number 9 is Toboggan.
All
Here's
right,
why.
Yeah, tell us
That's a
why.
crime.
Tell us
Here's why. I thought
I'm offended.
I thought some of the changes they made were bad.
Okay.
I thought some of those, like, you know, we have
I can see maybe like one.
we
of
have
them
a
being bad.
handful now of par 3s that are incredibly long. The other thing that lowered it for me too was the lack of OB. I think that course needs a lot of OB on the, because there was so many times where I would just throw a
I just-
shot.
Not that low.
There
I
was
just-
so many times I would throw a shot and I'd be like, why am I in bounds here? I am so far away from where the intended shot
You
is
just
supposed
want
to
to be able
land.
to drop. You just want to drop it, see one, and make a putt.
Yeah.
No.
I
On the
don't-
par
I don't
fours,
know if
on
that
the par
course-
fours.
I don't
That
think
one hole, you can literally launch it into another fairway 300 feet away and have almost a better angle into the green.
Wait, what hole? What hole?
It'd be like, what,
this hack.
14? 15? 14? The
Oh,
uphill
14.
one?
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, we've talked
Like
about
that
that.
hole
We've
would
said
be
that
so
hole should
sick
have
with
OB.
that.
Yeah, that's one hole that needs OB. I think for
I
the
also
most
don't
part,
like- I don't like
think
the-
you actually need that much OB out though. I think there was enough natural OB with trees.
I don't like
long
the OB
grass.
on hole 3. The OB on the left. I don't like it.
You don't think it should
Oh,
be OB?
that's what makes the
No,
hole.
because you can shut. No.
What are you talking about?
No. If you go OB on the left, you should go to a drop zone or something.
Hazard.
Or make it. No, I don't like that because
I love that.
No.
people
it
can
should
go
be-
so
Why not OB?
aggressive. People can go so aggressive off the tee, finish left, and have a 250-foot wide open upshot for par. I don't like that. I don't like that on hole
It's
3.
still
Make it
a
hazard.
hole. It's not.
I think make it hazard, and then it'd be a little bit better. I think it's fine with OB. That hole's fantastic.
Yeah, I think.
I don't.
It's a great hole, but I'm just saying, like, you have.
I think you're nitpicking.
Almost one that
honestly,
could make a dream 18.
honestly, you're nitpicking.
I'm not nitpicking.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You are.
I'm just
We'll
saying.
talk about it. We'll talk about
And
it.
then hole 17 is a good hole. I agree. So like the finishing stretch, hole 16, I don't think is a good hole. Like it's almost similar to some other courses. That hole 16 is kind of a throwaway hole. It's a good hole, but like
Right.
Yeah.
at the end, hole 17 I think is a good finishing hole, and then hole 18 is one of the worst finishing
It's
holes
really.
in disc golf.
It's really. It does take away.
So
from
like
balls.
to
For
me,
sure, yeah.
that's what
But
lowers
I
it
think
down.
they're gonna try to change that.
Yeah, to me that's
They
what
are.
lowers it down
Yeah.
to 9. There are some great
Okay.
holes. There
Yeah.
are some great holes,
Okay.
and I think it is. I mean, it made my list, but it's
Yeah,
number 9.
Really. My number 9 is Glenview. So everything you guys
Okay.
said is probably pretty similar to what I was thinking. Just one notch above.
Fair enough.
Mine was Jonesboro. I think it's a good course, but I don't know.
Not even on my top 10.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
Not in my top 10.
I can respect that a lot.
Not in my top 10.
I'm surprised because I think it's.
I just
surprised.
love that. Yeah, I love that course.
There
I don't
are
know what
some
it is.
holes that I think there are some holes either in my Dream 18 or honorable mentions. But I just don't think the other courses I have on here I think are just better.
Yeah.
It is a
I
good
think
course.
Jonesboro's a fun course, and I don't know. I like playing it. I feel like it presents difficulty too. I think it plays a little bit easier to all game, just because
Yeah,
the
I
distance
think
helps
it's
a lot.
soft.
But
I
I
think
think
it's
for a
soft.
lot of people, it's
Yeah.
it's not easy.
I think.
Well, yeah, but it's just we're talking about for the pros.
Yeah, I just think
But then change hole 4 back. Four was good before. Hole 4 was good before.
of Jonesboro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
that was.
But I think I don't know. It's a sick course. It's its own property.
Yeah.
You know.
No. It's a
But
good.
it's still, I mean, made our top 10, so you think it's good. It's just not.
It's a good
Yeah,
course.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
obviously still a good. It's just a little soft. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
That's fair.
Has some great holes.
Yeah.
It just, I think a lot of the courses on here that I have, I think yours better.
It's tough competition out on. That's the thing too. Like most courses on 2 are actually really good.
yeah.
And
So it's
speaking
like-
of better, hole 8, I think hole 8 is almost the equivalent to a Jonesboro, essentially. My hole 8 is Black Bear, Preserve.
number 8.
What?
Number 8.
Sorry,
Yeah.
number 8 on my list. Sorry, number 8 on my list.
Oh.
It's low.
Similar
it's
to,
Preserve?
I think Preserve is a more superior Jonesboro. Like they're similar courses.
I
don't-
get
I don't
different
think
feel.
I'd compare 'em.
I disagree.
They're
I don't
si-
I
It's
feel
very
like the
flat.
elevation. I feel like the elevation is a lot different. I feel like those more woods at Preserve. The whole aesthetic is different too. I feel like.
You're on an old golf course versus just.
Sure, I'm just
Yeah,
saying
man.
they're
I-
more.
They're not even close.
I mean,
No, no,
yeah,
no,
those-
they're,
okay,
they're open. They're
No, you're
open.
throwing discs.
They're both-
from a tee box to a basket. so
Yeah,
it's kind of the
I
same.
guess.
It's kind of the same. It's kind of the same thing.
There's a lot of holes that are very similar.
Yeah,
There's
those
a lot of
definitely
holes
like
that are very
open
similar.
shots. It's open drive balls and up shots. So
Yeah.
I kind of
Yeah.
I feel that.
There's some water in
That's- I
play.
love that.
There's some water in play on some of the par 4s and par 5s.
Yeah.
I got Preserve Black Bear on here. I think 18 is a great finishing hole
Yep.
because it gives the ability of potentially making an eagle, but then you also can mess up that tee shot and you can take a big number. I think hole 17, not the greatest finishing
That's-
kind of stretch. That kind of hurts it a little bit.
I think 17 is okay. hole.
I think hole 1 is potentially like when I think of a hole 1, I love it just as far as getting players off.
Is that a tease?
It might be a tease, but just getting players off. But it's not like a given birdie. You
I've seen
still have
people
to
go
throw. Yeah, you can.
It's a great
There is
solid.
OB left,
Yeah.
but also the way you think about it too is like that whole. Like let's just talk about hole 1 quick. The design of that.
Yeah.
The fact that they have OB on the left,
Right.
and that's where you want to go.
Yeah.
You
That's the thing,
want to
if
try
you-
to get close to
If you
it.
bail safe off the tee, you're way
You're further away.
Yeah,
I think it's a great design hole.
You
A
think the long
somewhat
grass-
tricky green.
You think
Long
the
grass should probably be
over?
hazard.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I like hazard.
Yeah.
Let people throw from way over there. But yeah, overall, this was a course that like I didn't play well at all, but I think it's a solid course, and I think it's one that
I think
Kaale is
it's-
continuing to improve.
I honestly think
year,
it's-
and he can.
Yeah. And he will too. Yeah,
Yeah.
he can. I think it's actually one of the most underrated courses on 2
Mm.
I feel like it's overlooked by so many people. I think
Well,
it's
it's just-
I think it's
yeah.
fantastic. Obviously, that's
A lot of
any
people just don't
open
like being
qual,
open.
any fairly open quals people are gonna
Yeah.
overlook. But
What is
actually,
it for you?
it's so much easier for open quals to be fair. My number 8 was Jonesboro.
Okay. So we're kind of all close. We're kind of all
somewhat,
close.
Somewhat
Yeah.
similar.
I had Texas State.
Texas
That's
State.
the one.
I'm glad that one makes the list. 'Cause I think that's also another one that nobody even remembers.
Is that in your top 10?
I don't think so.
Is it
Not
no?
my top 10.
Not my top 10.
I
Not my top
thought
10, but
about it.
I'm glad that I got.
I did
that's
think
out
about
there.
it though. I did
It's a
think
great
about
course.
That was such a sneakily
I mean,
good course.
Those some
Honestly,
really good holes out there.
that's one of the more like I'm more disappointed that tournament is gone. Then
it. I think
That could
too
be
with
right.
that. I think if you reroute it, I think it could be a lot better.
Well, it already was rerouted.
Well,
no, he's saying like
no.
like 18's not a great finishing.
Oh,
hole.
I
Like
get
hole 1, like
Not a good
hole
hole
1's a
one.
great hole, but
Yeah.
like don't make that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Don't make that the first hole we have to play.
Like hole 2 would be a good starting hole.
Yeah, I
know?
think that's what I was saying. Is like
Yeah.
they figure out rerouting. I think you could end up making, but like that par 5, hole 17, great par 5. Or I
Oh,
guess it's a 4.
No,
we play it
it's-
as a
yeah,
4.
four.
We play it as a
Really?
4.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
That was sick.
That's a
yeah.
sick
All right,
hole.
There's a lot of really good holes out there. That course played very challenging.
And then
It
the
was
wooded
fair.
the wooded
It was
holes that
good.
they kept from
The wood holes
dogwood
were
are pretty good.
They were fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good course.
I like that course.
I love that event.
And the sand,
Played
I will.
played it absolutely terrible.
I played. I didn't play well either.
Yeah.
That was a really good one.
The sand also, I think, added an element of difficulty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like footing wise, a lot of times it was like you're better off actually throwing standstill versus having run ups in the fairway. So that was a different one.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Seven.
not my top 10.
7.
Yeah. 7. Des Moines.
Pickard Park. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Des Moines good.
It's a great course.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Desmond.
Mine's a little higher.
Okay, yeah.
Mine's touch higher.
Mine's a little higher, but yeah, great course overall. I'll talk more about it when I get to it.
I
but
thought that's another one that's underrated.
Yeah,
to be honest.
definitely.
I don't know if it's underrated.
I don't think
it's one that
is
people
it?
think of.
I don't think it's one that people think of.
Really? You don't think
No.
people get?
If you say if you just go up to the average person and say, "What's the best 5 courses on tour?"
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna mention Des Moines.
No one's ever
on
gonna
the-
pick Des
Yeah,
Moines.
but it should be in the
It's
conversation
so
very
good.
often.
Yeah. I think it's probably 'cause it's so new.
Yeah.
So that doesn't
Well, I
help it.
think
Yeah, it's only
also,
been on 2 of them.
I think also
2 hours.
partly because you have people out there that are like actually putting in like sweat hours, and I'm not just talking
Yeah.
because obviously every course puts in sweat hours
Yeah.
as far as cutting down trees and doing all that. Like, they're building up tee pads on certain holes. I believe it's holes. Is it 7?
Yeah, that big.
Where that big pyramid.
That makes the hole.
That makes exactly.
Yeah.
If that
that kind of stuff we notice. And
if you take all that away and you just put a basket there, that hole, no one thinks about it.
Right.
So, I think, and then obviously down the stretch too, I think it's a good. Well, that's where 16, 17 is tough.
Bad.
15,
18's a good hole, though.
15 is one of the best par 4s on tour.
Yep.
It is, yeah.
15 is one of the best par 4s on tour, and then 18 is a dicey par 5.
It's a good finish.
It is a dicey
great.
par 5.
What if
So-
they jacked up the tee pad like 100 feet and then had it
I did
fall
tell them to
floor?
do that. I did tell them to do that. We'll see if they.
Speaking of underrated, I think one of the most overrated courses on tour. Now, it's on my top 10 because I think it is a fantastic
boy.
course.
Oh, gosh.
I just think everyone thinks it's number 1, and I think it is. I
Oh.
think it's number 7.
Okay.
Course is fantastic, but I don't think it's number 1. I think it's number 7. MVP. So
Maple Hill.
I'm okay with I'm okay with the heat that I'm going to get from that, but I think it is a fantastic course. That's why it's my top 10, number 7. It has a really good balance of pretty fair wooded holes for
Why
the
is
most part.
Why is it lower?
Good
Why is it lower than higher? I guess would be the question.
hole 4.
What's like
hole
what?
7.
What's causing
every
it?
Christmas tree in the fairway.
Yeah, that's what I hate. I'm
able to overlook those. Hole 16 is another one that's bad, but it's like 18 finish is great. Hole 1 might be the best starting hole in disc golf.
See that?
Hole 2 is a great hole.
But
there's just a
hole
lot
one
of those,
has
like-
Christmas trees.
Exactly.
I know,
That's what I hate.
I know.
Hole
That's the
1's a
thing.
good
It's-
hole,
yeah.
but you're throwing into Christmas trees
Yeah.
in the fairway.
Also,
I can't get behind
the
that.
course looks fantastic. I mean, it's obviously one of the most
yeah.
beautiful. It's a great course, but it's just
To
It's
me,
number 7
too,
from down number
to
1.
me, yeah, I think combo courses that are
Yeah.
well done, I think obviously are going to, just because they're so hard to find.
Yeah. Well, we've talked about that too. It's not.
hard.
It's not like people think of it as a wooded course, but it's not. It's
not. It's a
not a
combo.
wooded. It's definitely. It's
Definitely
definitely a
a
combo.
combo.
It's a good combo course.
All right, my
7.
my 7 is actually gonna be my first wooded course.
Oh.
Northwood Black is my 7.
Wow. I didn't even think about that one at all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I,
really-
And I probably should have because it is a really good course.
when you're looking
Yeah.
to me too, like when I'm talking about courses, and you'll kind of see a theme with it. Like I'm picking a lot of courses that if you don't play well, like if you're having a bad day, you can get destroyed at.
Oh yeah.
Toboggan might be the only one so far that's like you maybe get away with it because I still feel like I didn't play that well, even though I finished good.
That's just because your game is suited for it.
Yeah, but Northwood is one of those courses of where like the mindset that everyone has going in, I feel like is way different than a lot of the other courses on tour. Like
It is.
going in, you're going to have to
Nevin.
throw shots. Yeah, you're gonna have to throw shots off the tee. And one of the reasons why it's up there higher than some of the other wooded courses we play on tour is because I do think it is one of the more fair wooded courses we play. There isn't too many like.
I would agree with that.
There isn't too many like
Yeah.
tricks and things. It's like you see exactly what the hole's asking,
Yep.
and it's saying like execute. And if you don't, you're gonna find yourself off the fairway. There's not too many like. What is the really short par 4 where it's like you throw a putter shot straight and then you throw like a approach shot up?
6 or no 7.
or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean-
like that might be the easiest birdie, and like it's so
It's still
easy to
tough.
mess that
Oh,
hole
yeah.
up.
Oh, yeah, it's
so
a good
easy.
hole.
Yeah.
So there really isn't a hole out there of where it's like,
That's probably underrated, but that course is probably underrated by me. It's
Yeah.
a great course.
To me,
It
I
is. It's very
love par
difficult.
4s where it requires 2 good shots to make a birdie, and it's not you throw 1 good shot and you should get a birdie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only problem with that course is the rough is too thick in some spots.
Yeah, they.
If
It's-
you have 2 people that both miss our line, one person stays on the edge of the rough, one person goes deep in to where it's like they're adding 2 shots now.
Yeah,
It's tough to find that balance in the
Yeah.
woods.
It's-
It's always gonna be tough to find that
The
balance.
balance is Maple Hill.
I
But,
will.
you know,
Yeah, I will also say too with Northwood, they do a great job. Very few courses we play that are woods do this of where they make it to you have a specific landing zone.
Yeah.
And if you don't get to that landing zone and you're off, your
Yeah.
next shot is to throw to that landing zone.
Mhm.
It's not. I'm just gonna chuck a roller and try to get as much like. There's
Yeah.
so many holes that have like an L shape or something of where if you do not get past the L shape, you can't even really advance your next shot. So that's why I got it number 7.
That's good. 6.
Is it me? 6?
Well, maybe I'll go.
Oh, okay.
My 6 is Des Moines.
Okay.
Yeah.
Picker Park.
Pickle Park. We kind of
We
already talked about
it earlier. Yeah.
But
Good
yeah.
course. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm going over the pond.
Over the pond.
I'm going over the pond. I'm going European Open, Nokia.
That course is sweet, yeah.
I'm going that because again, that is another one in my opinion that isn't wooded but also isn't open. Like
No,
there
it's
is a
a
good mixture, and the wooded holes on that course are very tough. Like if you don't hit the first if you don't get off the fairway 100, 200 feet, it's very hard to save your par.
Yeah.
And then I think hole 18, hole 17, and the hole 16, those 3 holes I think play really well because you could potentially have like a 4-shot lead going into hole 16 and lose.
Oh yeah.
Very easily.
Yeah.
So
It's always nice to have a course that creates excitement the entire way.
yeah. And
I like that course. I like that course the more I played it. Because like when I played it the first time, I was actually a little bit underwhelmed. I was like, oh, I thought this course was way more sick. I didn't know that it was like next cycle fields and everything like that. But then the more you play, it's like, wow, these holes are actually fantastic.
yeah, there's just a lot of really
Very impressed.
demanding shots. A lot of they did a great job of making
so much
the open holes
too,
demanding.
so much variety. I feel like
Yes.
so much variety in shot.
You're
shaping.
throwing a lot of different shots
Yeah.
too. So
Yeah.
I have that as number 6.
You need your whole bag. 6.
I had Maple Hill.
Okay. Maple Hill.
Yep.
Pretty
Okay.
much the same. Pretty much the same.
Yep.
5.
That was me.
I think it's you 5.
5. Winthrop.
Okay.
USDGC.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a great call.
This one's overrated and underrated by a lot of people, man.
Yeah, you're gonna have a
has
lot of
ratings.
people. You're gonna have a lot of people not
Mostly
liking that.
underrated.
It
Most
probably
underrated
has
people, I think.
the widest range of how it's rated.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Some people think it's amazing, and some people think it's absolute trash.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's amazing.
It's amazing.
I think it's one of the best.
Yeah, I have mine higher, so
I have
I'm
mine
gonna
higher
wait.
too,
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about that more
Talk
too.
about it more later.
Yeah, my number 5 is Presolve. So
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Black Barrel.
I had mine at 8. Did you have Preserve in top 10?
Yeah, that's higher up. I
Oh,
think.
higher up.
higher up,
Oh,
higher up.
okay.
Yeah.
That course is sick. I mean,
Yeah,
it is.
it's a great
It plays
course.
so
Yeah.
well.
I have Fox Run at 5.
Okay.
That's where I put it.
You a
We
little bit
already
higher
talked
than
about it a little
mine.
bit. I mean, obviously the scenes and the views jump out at you right away. I think the one thing that could really elevate it even higher for me is more water play. Like if they could somehow incorporate water.
He wants
more.
He wants whoever does the course maintenance. If you guys could just build some ponds, that'd be great.
Well, no,
They have a pond. That
They do
could
have a
use
pond. They do have a pond, but I think that's the one thing that's kind of missing on that course is there is a difference. There is a difference mentally throwing over OB that's grass and throwing over B that's water.
Yeah.
It is. It's just whatever, however you want to play it out. That is the difference. I also think that course does take a little bit of time to get into it. Like hole 1. Hole 1's not
Hole 1's a
bad.
good start.
Hole
Hole 1's a
1's
good
not
hole.
bad, but then hole 2 and hole 3 are kind of like eh.
Yeah.
And then from there we're kind of moving on. So the start is a little slow to me.
The
I
finish
think
is really
18 's
good.
The finish is
fantastic.
incredible.
16,
16,
17,
16, 17,
is-
18 again, that's the cornerstone of a finishing those 3 holes,
Yeah.
and it has a great one. So
2023 World Championships.
I got it at
Yeah.
5.
That one's.
Is that all of our 5s? Then?
Did you say 5?
Yeah.
Yeah. You said with
my 4 is Across the Pond.
Okay.
European Open, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I love
we're
it.
not too
I love
far
it.
off.
No.
You had I think one dark horse one, but other than that, we're pretty close.
I didn't have that one, by the way. I wasn't there, so I just didn't put it in my
that makes sense. That makes sense.
That's just like the whole. I mean, obviously, like we aren't trying to factor in too many like outside factors, but
Can't factor them in.
so many people out there to watch. It was
Can't factor them in. Not fair.
We can't, but
But you did a little bit.
no, I didn't. I didn't, but I did.
did a lot.
Okay, 100% did. That course is sick though. All right.
Is it me or you? Is it me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have Pickard Park. So Des Moines
Okay. Okay,
a
Challenge
little bit higher up.
is my 4.
Yeah, that tail will be different.
Yeah, I just think it's great. The first couple holes are awesome. I think there's a ton of like very risk reward holes on there too, par 3s and par 4s.
Yeah.
And I think it has a great mixture of some open holes and some wooded holes. I think it's a great course.
Yeah. Really good.
Yeah. You do 4?
4. I had Presolve.
Preserve.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that
Yeah,
one.
that's fair. That's fair.
Let's go.
Smiling for
3. I just can't wait till we get to number 1. I just can't wait, man. I can't wait.
Wait, you only said
There's
four?
some
Oh, 4.
there's
Okay.
some big courses that have not been said yet. So I'm wondering if all our number 1s are the same. They
Number
could
3.
be.
Nope.
I got W.R. Jackson.
You got
Okay,
Doug
number
Jackson.
3. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great quals.
Yeah.
It's probably high off for both of
Yeah.
you.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
My number 3 is USDGC.
Okay.
So
Yeah, same. Winthrop.
Yeah.
Winthrop.
I just think, I mean, from a playoff
We didn't talk about Winthrop that much.
Here's the
When
thing,
you
from-
said
from a
it.
playoffs-
You said it was 4 or 5 for you? 4?
Yeah, I think it was 5.
from
Five?
from a playoffs perspective, it plays one of the best because if we're not factoring anything else.
It
into
is the most challenging.
You're on the edge of your
course we
seat.
play.
You're on the edge of your seat the entire time.
It's
You're-
the most
you have to
challenging
think about
open
every
course.
single shot. You have to be focused the entire time.
Yeah, you can't let up for 1 second.
Yeah.
I mean,
The other thing I'll say about the course, which I don't know if this should factor in or doesn't factor in,
Shouldn't.
probably shouldn't.
but you could potentially like just take a photo of like basically just like maybe 100 feet in front of the tee. Just take a photo of you to the basket, and almost every hole you would be able to tell what hole it is. And like not like, oh, what hole was that? That's hole number what? You would literally be like, that's 7, that's 9, that's 13. You would be able to do that. And
Every hole's
that's
unique.
very difficult.
Yeah.
That's very difficult to do a lot of other courses.
Yeah.
A lot of courses, you have some holes that definitely jump out at you, but there are some holes where you're like, crap, what hole was that again? That was like, what?
Oh, yeah.
That hole, like every hole is very unique from itself. And like we talked about earlier, they just offer way different challenges. You're not throwing the same disc. You're not throwing the same shot.
Yeah.
You're doing things differently. And it's just a challenge on every hole.
Yeah.
So the finish. I mean,
Finish
Yeah.
is.
those never.
So that's
more
hole 3,
drama
right?
Than,
That's number 3, yeah.
Number 3? We
Yeah.
both have that.
I
as
will
3?
say too, the stroke and distance on Winthrop helps a lot.
Yes.
So it'd be nice if all the tournaments would incorporate that, but I don't know what the
That increases
The legalities on that.
that increases the
experience.
well, it increases the drama,
Excitement,
The-
yeah.
the drama, the excitement.
yeah.
Number 2?
Wait, where's your 3?
No, I had.
you
Oh, you had
I-
you had Champions Cup.
Champions Cup.
W.R. Jackson.
Number 3? Number 2.
Number 2, Maple Hill.
Okay.
yeah.
Maple
Hey
Hill.
guys, don't hate me in the comments. I'm putting Maple
No,
Hill
no, no, no,
way
no,
up
no.
at the top.
No.
No, you do actually like. It is a great course. I can 100% see why it would be number 2.
I mean, there's
It's
just
fantastic. It is. It's fantastic.
you've got obviously all the things we've talked about it, but then you also have again something that I think is a huge advantage that course has that other courses doesn't is it has like paid workers constantly working on it. I think that's a huge thing. You can tell
Yeah.
when you get there, it's groomed, it's set up, everything is.
Couldn't tell
I mean,
in
the
parking
Christmas
lot.
trees are.
Yeah, the parking. Well, they're still trying to figure that part out, and thankfully that is not what we're.
But hey, I will say they had a
not-
shuttle system, which that was super clutch. So
Yeah.
that was.
but that's not.
fantastic.
We're not talking about
We're not
that.
talking about that, yeah.
We're talking about the course itself.
But yeah, it's like it's its own facility. I mean,
I'm not a huge fan of 17. I do wish they could figure out a
you're a fan
way.
of 16,
yeah, 16. I think
15?
16.
I think 16
is pretty bad.
I think it's pretty bad, but
Well,
I think
here's the thing.
but
cut
it
down,
is-
cut
it-
down the one tree at the very
Yeah,
the
the
two
Finish
trees
at
at the
Maple
very
Hill is
end.
not very good besides hole 18.
No,
18's good.
16 could be good if they
be.
gave you a little bit more of a gap. I think if
Yeah.
they cut down one tree
I
because
agree,
it is
but
it
that's
is
the key wall,
it
like-
is very punishing. 16 is very punishing if you don't hit the line.
So punishing. Well, it can be. Sometimes
I
you
don't know.
pull it and then
You
you
get
through it.
lucky,
It's-
yes, yeah.
But that's
you
always
get lucky,
always the way
but
it
that's
is.
how it is with woods.
17 is.
I think they
obviously-
could. I think
No,
they
I think
could.
17's good.
17 is soft.
17's no, it's
soft.
17's.
It's soft.
I hit the first tree.
If you get out the gap, it's soft. It's soft. They need
Yeah.
to find a way of maybe either
Oh my
pitching
gosh.
in the.
Yeah, if you throw 550, then it's soft. But if you don't,
Everybody throws
I've seen so
550.
many people. Yeah. Okay.
Also, even if you're in the middle of those Christmas trees, most people get up and down.
That hole also plays for people if you
don't
can't
know.
if you
Elevated
can't throw that
basket,
far, if you can't throw that
slopey
far.
green.
That hole plays for the people that can't throw that far because they can just rip something over
Right.
and like get more distance that way.
That's fair.
It's not like you can throw a 450-foot hyzer and now this person does that shot shapes for everyone, lefties included, because you can throw your lefty hyzer flip backhand. So
18 finishes well.
yeah, 18's a great
18's a
finish.
good finish.
So that's why I have it as my number 2.
My number 2, Champs Cup,
W.R. Jackson.
W.R. Jackson.
I have no idea what your number 1
I
is.
love W.R. Jackson. It's like
I
I
know.
think I can't
You're
wait.
not
I
gonna like
can't
it. No.
wait.
I'm not gonna like it.
I'm not.
W.R. Jackson. This is okay. Honestly, so I actually had W.R. Jackson in the number 1 spot, and then I swapped it with the number 2. So
Yeah,
it was
that might
like
have
it
been
was like a last second decision.
Might have been a mistake on your
Well,
part, but
I just feel like W.R. Jackson is exactly how Woods golf should be. You got
Yeah.
defined fairways that'll good width, fair width.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have trees in the middle of the fairway typically, You have length, you have par 4s, par 5s, par 3s.
You do have par 3s,
different
but
shot
they
shapes you have to
aren't,
throw.
they aren't 150 feet or 200 feet.
Exactly. Yep.
Like it's a good course.
The finish.
Some will say it might be his number one course. We play.
How do you feel about the finish? How do you feel about hole 17? Hole 18? Let's get into it. Jude, what's your number
go.
What's your number 2?
I mean, it's
Fox, that seems a bit
it's
high.
questionable, probably, but I love
that.
that course. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a good course.
I mean, I can see it from a caddy standpoint, just the views.
It's a good course.
And, all that stuff.
Hey, now.
It's not too hard to walk,
Honestly, that's all I'm thinking about.
No, it has a lot of really, like I said, like it was easy for me to kind of pick these out too, like going through and looking at the Dream 18 and being like, holy cow, that is a good hole, that is a good hole. Fox Run has a lot of good holes. They have a lot of really good holes.
I just think the biggest thing I love about it is people, they look at the distance and they look at the fact that it's not woods and they automatically think it's easy. And I'm just going to get a ton of birdies. And then they don't shoot that. Because the holes have a lot of challenge, even though they're short, Yeah. And so it's like
you can shoot over par there in a hurry.
That. Yeah.
You can shoot over par there in a hurry.
Yeah.
If you're playing the aggressive round, of like I gotta get birdies, and you're not playing well, it can get bad for you real quick out there.
Right. But it's fair. I mean, the whole course is fair. And
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is it me? Number one?
Number one.
What's your number 2?
Number 2 is Maple Hill.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. My number 1 is W.R. Jackson.
What a shock, dude.
Wow.
W.R. Jackson.
I can't believe, I can't, I almost had his number 1.
That puts me at.
I was honestly kind of blown out of that course.
That puts me at 2 wooded courses and a couple combo courses in my top 10. That's not bad.
Good job, man.
That's pretty good. Thanks, man. Thanks.
Hey, guys, I'm unbiased. I like that.
Well, no, I mean, I think Champions.
I know I've got biases. I know I do.
Champions Cup was the first course. Obviously, I hadn't played it until this season.
Yeah.
But I played a whole lot of tournaments last year as well. It was the first course that I was overly excited to go practice. It was the first time that I was like, I can't wait to go back out there and play it again.
Yeah.
A lot of times, we do enjoy practice and playing these courses, but a lot of times it is part of the job, right? Like I got to get prepared. Like this was the first time that I really was like, I'm just excited to get back out there. Like the challenge of that
shots
course.
are fun to throw. Well, the thing is too, it plays really well in a tournament because there's a lot of courses that are fun to play in practice.
Yeah.
You've got finicky shot shaping stuff like that. It's kind of fun to throw those shots.
Sure.
Not great for a tournament. W.R. Jackson is just great.
And I don't think Nevin is going to make it on our list unless you have a dark horse surprise for us. But that, what you just said, Nevin's actually a fun course to play.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shots where you're like, well, no, it's a fun challenge. It is a fun challenge.
Let me separate it from the tournament. Yeah.
Yeah, you separate from the challenge. If you just went out there and you played that course, you'd be like, oh, that's a pretty
Your
fun
bad
course.
shots don't matter at all. You just throw your good shots, and it's like
But as a tournament, that's different. And I think Champions Cup is one of those where if you're going out there with your buddies, you're gonna have fun, and if you're playing in a tournament, you're gonna have fun. Now, you wanted to bring up the ending, so let's bring up the ending.
Yeah.
Hole 16, not a great hole.
No,
but
I think 16 actually is a good hole. I don't know if it's a great hole 16, but I think it is a good hole.
It's a good hole,
It's a
but
specific shot. Yeah,
I don't like it as a hole 16.
Yep.
Hole 15 though is a very good hole.
Hole
15 is extremely challenging.
I think 15 is one of the worst holes in the course.
The turnover up and down?
Yeah. I think that's one of the flukiest holes in the course.
I
think it has I think the course is almost almost perfect.
Does there need to be one or two trees? There's a pretty big gap on the right.
I think they need to clean some trees.
Is there one tree on the right? Oh, you're saying for the second shot. The second shot could lose a couple trees.
No, both.
I just think the whole thing,
I don't think the first shot has. I feel like there is a 30.
How'd you play the hole?
Backhand turnover.
Yeah.
I feel like I feel like the right side has a pretty big gap that you can get to, and then the second shot is kind of there's not really a pure gap.
I mean, it's not bad.
You take a couple trees out, and that hole is really good. Is that fair?
Yes. That's fair.
Yeah.
I just think
for sure.
You can have multiple shots off the tee that everyone on the card thinks is really good.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then it hits a tree.
Because it's blind. Because it's blind and you
Right.
can't really see. So yes, maybe because it's a blind shot when it goes around the corner, we maybe need to make that gap a little bigger.
Just a little
because it's harder to obviously with a blind shot, it's hard to shape into the gap. 16 we talked about. Hole 17.
I think 17's a good hole.
It's a good hole. I'm not a huge fan of it in that spot. It is a good hole though. Yeah. And then 18, I will say it definitely adds to the drama of where you throw two really freaking good shots.
Yep.
The only thing about 18 that I'm like iffy on is like people can shank shots and somehow still kind of work and get lucky. I've seen it. I've done it.
It ain't easy though.
It's not easy. It's not easy to do.
Bad.
Yeah, no, you can get real bad kicks off shanks, but I'm saying like you can kind of work.
Pull it on the right side.
You can pull it and kind of work it.
Yeah.
You don't hit the gap you're intended for, and you can still work your way up there.
Yeah.
But I think
it's a decent finishing hole.
I think it's a decent finishing hole. But that's a course that you might not see a lot of holes in my Dream 18.
Yeah.
But it's just like there's no bad holes.
Right.
It's just like good hole,
exactly.
good hole, good hole, good hole. So
Yeah.
that's why I have it at my number one.
It's so well.
So I have it at number one.
So well done.
And I'm glad we're going back there. I'm glad
Yeah.
it's like hopefully makes a permanent stay on tour.
Resolved it. Oh, that's gonna wrap up this whole finishing
Number one.
final quals. Number one, we have the same one.
We both had D-Glow.
D-Glow.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, that's got.
You love the elevation. You
I
love
love the elevation.
You
I
love
love
the
the
elevation.
length. I love hole 5. I love hole 3. I love a lot of the holes. I love it.
17. Yeah, I don't
The
know.
finishing sucks.
I mean, yes.
finishing's
I
not
think-
good.
Thing next
I think that's
year
the
when they
only-
make 18,
Sure, but they didn't do it.
I
Yeah,
know.
It's not that way.
I know. That is.
Hole
that is-
18 is like one of the lamest holes.
It's one of the worst starting holes for how good the
Although-
course is, for sure.
Hole one also-
It does create-
has a lot of
drama. It does
because
create
you have to
drama.
throw a good shot.
Yeah.
To make a
It's-
birdie.
Yeah,
tough.
one good shot though. You throw one good shot.
It does create a lot of drama because it's very hard to get a forehand all the way up, though.
Yeah.
Hole
If
one
you have to throw a backhand, if you have to
also.
throw a roller,
Hole one's kind of like a.
It's not the best starting hole. It's a good hole.
it's not. But
I don't know.
It's a
I'm
good
just
hole. It's a good
thinking
hole.
it's
that's for the Dream 18, though. I mean, as a course as a whole, it's my
Hole
favorite.
13's kind of
It's my
trash.
favorite.
No, that hole's not that bad.
Hole 13.
The one
Oh.
right before the
I mean,
uphill
there's a
hole.
couple trees.
Like, You're just like chucking a
Couple trees.
forehand and
Definitely
hoping.
cut a tree or two out. 15's a great hole.
Yeah, 15's great. Yeah.
17's great.
Some will say it might be a Dream 18 hole.
It might.
All right.
Oh, wow.
There you have it,
Yeah.
though.
Let us know in the comments, guys, what we got wrong, what we got right.
Yeah, what
you
was
got
higher,
wrong.
what's lower? I think,
Yeah.
too, you probably need to put like a graphic. We'll talk about that after.
Also, what did we leave off that we didn't include? That should be on there. You know, what's your favorite course you've played? Let's get that engagement going, guys. Let's get the comments
Yeah.
flowing.
Yeah, what courses did?
I
What
think
course
it's
is yours
Milo? The fact that we didn't put Milo.
I think
on.
Milo, but that's a silver series, and we
silver
agreed.
event. Silver
Yeah.
event.
We didn't put
course-
either of the World Championship courses, and I don't even think they were close.
No.
Not even
No,
bottom. Bottom.
We didn't put the Tour Championship course. I don't think that was close either.
I am looking for. I like
No.
Torrance Nest more. I'll say that.
Yeah.
We didn't put Brewster on it. Brewster didn't make it on
Yeah.
anyone's list.
Waco didn't make it. That's a combo course.
Eureka Lake didn't make it on
Yeah.
anyone's list.
Yeah.
Blue Lake
That's not surprising.
didn't
Yeah.
make it. Swenson Park didn't make it.
Okay, so Swenson
Yeah, I'm
almost made
surprised
it.
he
I'm
didn't put
surprised he
that.
didn't put
Swenson
it.
almost made it for me. I think Swenson's a great course. I think it was a great course last year too. I think it plays fantastic.
And the Beast at
But
Waco
it's just
didn't
tough.
make it.
It's tough. It's tough to
Yeah.
The Beast at Waco, and then
I like Waco,
Factory
actually.
Infinite Innova. Shocker didn't make
have.
it.
Innova almost made it for me too.
Yeah, that's
That's a good course.
that would have been purely off bias.
Yes, that would be 100% bias. You can't put
You
Innova.
can't tell me that's not a good course.
It is, but it's not anywhere near any of the open courses I have on here.
It's a top 15 course.
Do you think it's better than D-Glow? No, because it's number one. You play the course, literally
What
my
happened
worst.
to talking about?
No, I'm saying my worst open course
Yeah.
was D-Glow.
Right.
And that was 10.
I'm just saying. I think it's a top 15. I think it's a top 15 course.
Well, we might have to look at 15 through 10 if people really want to know.
They don't.
They probably don't. All right.
Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you check out the Dream 18 video on the Foundation channel. That should be a lot of fun. We're excited to see what
That one's got
what
fireworks.
these-
That
what
one's going to
these
have
people-
fireworks.
What these guys got. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Obviously, let us know in the comments what you guys think. If you want to like and subscribe, that'd be great. Go to 100,000. And, yeah. Oh! The offseason is upon us. Thanks for watching.
There's a bee in my back.
See you next video.
It's a perfect outro.
Thank you, B.
It flew in my back.